What's up, guys? Welcome to the 10 at 10 today for August 25th of 2026. I'm here joined by Matt. We're going to be talking about 10 of the 20 trees dropping today at 10 a.m. on MrMaple.com.
Konnichiwa, y'all, and welcome back. We got an awesome 10 at 10 for you guys. We also have an upcoming open house. There's only a few opportunities to come to an open house left in 2026. Come see us on Labor Day, guys. September 7th, we're going to be open from 8 to 4. There's going to be some really amazing trees. If you watch those walkthroughs on the Japanese Maple Fans channel, there's some previews there. You might want to check those out. Some really cool stuff in the greenhouses. It's going to be an awesome time. Again, 8 to 4 on the actual Monday of Labor Day. Come see us in person. Make plans to be here. Shoot some top fives with us. It's going to be a really fun time in person. And I think we're going to amaze some people with the level of trees we got there.
Yeah, dude, right now we've got a lot of larger stuff, a large selection of 1 gallon varieties. We've got stuff, people don't even know what kind of conifers we're rocking until they come to the open house. They're like, oh my gosh, y'all got this one. It's gonna be fun. Guys, make sure to come, drop by, say whammo baby. You know, it'll be a fun time.
You can throw in the Tim Whammo baby, because he says all the time here. Well, he's not here, but we'll throw in his clip of it at some point. Guys, let the office know right away if you're picking up. We're already late on that, so let the office know right away. That way we can get all your orders pulled and get them right to you on time. Be sure to let them know plenty in advance if you're coming with a large pickup order. Let's get in this 10 at 10, man. There's some exciting trees today.
Dude, I'm ready, man.
All right, guys, we're starting off with the rarest OG Mikawa. No, it's literally Mikawa yatsubusa in 1 gallons. We talk about this one all the time. It's one of our #1 selling trees on Mr. Maple. Got to get it back in some nice looking low grass for you guys.
Yeah, man, I love Mikawa yatsubusa. I know most of the time we got some, we got Mikawa most of the time. We got a lot of lollipops, but right now, bringing back those low grass. People enjoy that kind of classic Mikawa look out there in the garden. Something that was really nice whenever I was picking these out, the chartreuse new growth, man. Just beautiful, just kind of popping all over this Mikawa yatsubusa. And that's what I like whenever you're kind of getting something that pushes through until the fall time, man.
Great sizes right now. We just got these in from the Buckholtz farm, guys. They're beautiful, well developed. You know Mikawa, durable, heat tolerant. It's on everybody's list for cold tolerant, heat tolerant, just all around shape and form. You know, we get people that come up to the nursery and they'll say, guys, I want a bonsai tree. I'll just show them Mikawa now, or Mikawa seedlings, because they work so great for that. You can turn most maples into a bonsai, but Mikawa kind of has a bonsai aesthetic all on its own. We're standing behind us is a giant older Mikawa. It's 20 years plus. So you can get some size with some age, but guys, perfect dense small tree for containers, perfect tree for the landscape in full sun or shade. You can't go wrong, and great fall colors.
Yeah, man. Lately I've been thinking about a lot of trees where it's a great beginner tree, but it's just kind of like right up there where you're not getting something like a bloodgood, but you want to have something that's unique and different. I think Mikawa is a great one to start with. If you're just starting collecting Japanese maples, it is a awesome tree, and you're going to love it in the fall time as well.
If you don't have one already, you got to grab one and see why this green maple is our #1 selling plant. Crazy that green is our top selling tree. Everybody thinks of reds with Japanese maple, especially beginners. Our most popular tree, always Mikawa yatsubusa. All right, y'all, we just started off with the OG Mikawa yatsubusa. How about a classic shirasawanum? We're bringing back Acer shirasawanum aureum. Amazing size, 1 gallons. I mean, look at these deals. Guys, let me let you know a little insider secret. Fall is an awesome time to buy trees here. It's before we've potted a lot of stuff up. I mean, some of these are close to even fitting in our boxes, so you're getting some great sizes. I mean, these are excellent size Acer shirasawanum aureums, just bigger than the normal group. Golden yellow. I got to see the original one at Esveld Plantinium there in Holland. You know, the legend goes Seabold sailed up to the shoreline there at Esveld, threw the original tree out there on the bank, didn't even get out of the boat. He just tossed it to him and said, here you go, brought it back from Japan. All-time classic Japanese maple, big shirasawanum full moon leaf, golden yellow. You do want to give this with some protection from the hot afternoon sun, especially in your hotter zones. Man, has there ever been a better time to start out with a 1 gallon than right here?
Yeah, dude, I love putting this in a shadier location. I love how yellows, they play off of darker reds. They play off, you know, all sorts of those reds, but then they also play with some of the pinks in the garden too. Like I'm looking up at this giant crepe myrtle up here. And the pink and the yellow is just such a nice contrast. They kind of bring out different colors in each other. And having this in a shadier location is really going to bring you a nice pop of color. I just love the shape of the leaf and the kind of form that this one develops every time as well.
I love it. You know, something I see right here next to us is that Shishigashira, that dark green plays so well with that golden yellow, guys. Classic introduction. You get a little bit of a pink border in the early spring on this one, and I can't get over these sizes. I mean, look at that branching. You know, just great looking plants right now. Grab them now before we start potting stuff up. These are awesome. They're fun. And yeah, just an all around awesome plant. I like to put aureum in a container, kind of move it around the garden, find the sweet spot for it. And it's an easy one to grow. Just make sure you got some protection. And then the colors do not disappoint. In early spring, you actually get a little pink purple border around every leaf at times. There are kind of some hints in there of it. It's a winner for sure.
Yeah, this is one you're going to love, guys.
All right, let's spice it up a little bit. We gave him the OG Mikawa. We gave him some old school stuff. Here's something new school that sells out really quickly on Mr. Maple. Guys, we are dropping Angel the Prince. Awesome tree with a purple border to it in the early spring. I categorize it kind of with the Mikawa family, but it's not really Mikawa tight. It's kind of like a Teroyama hybrid of that a little bit. Stretches out a little bit, but nice dense habit to it. This is becoming a fan favorite for the colors.
Yeah, man. I know we talk a lot about blue things in the garden. I feel like this is like
some emeraldy color.
Yes, exactly.
Blue, yeah.
Like this is like I know in Japan they talk about how like blue and green are kind of like the same color, but there's like a large spectrum of them. And I kind of see this sometimes, like when the light kind of hits it just right and it's like perfect conditions, it does kind of have this really nice dark green, like almost a bluish color to it.
You know, this is the original name on it, Angel the Prince. Some people have called it Dark Prince, which is cool too. Named by our friend Angel for himself, but this original seedling was actually found by Joel Johnson at Buckholtz Nursery. So he was actually the guy that found this seedling, got it to Angel. Absolutely a showstopper for the color, guys. I love this one. Again, highly sought after. This one does tend to sell out pretty quickly when we drop it on Mr. Maple. So feel free to check out with this one. Go back and add other things to cart later. That's what I recommend. Our office can always combine them. It does tend to fly off shelves when we get it. And yeah, there's some absolute heat dropping this fall. Starting off right with Angel the Prince. All right, guys, we got a bonsai grower's dream here. We got some 2-gallon Sharps Pygmy. Really popular for bonsai for that tight, dense habit. I got Core Bonsai with me here to go over the bonsais. Awesome looking 2 gallons, though. We talked about fall being a great time for sizes. Check out these in 2 gallons. Something you don't always see. Sharps Pygmy in a 2 gallon. Another fun one for the container garden, the Mikawa garden, the conifer dwarf garden. Sharps goes out, gives you an interesting aesthetic. That sharp serrated leaf is why this one is so popular in the container garden for bonsai.
Yeah, I just love the small leaf on these guys. I know that awesome fall color is just something that always gets me whenever it's on like a tree that's like nice and tight and dense. And then like the fall color just kind of emerges out of it and it just kind of glows. I think that this one just has such a nice leaf texture. It's going to pair with a lot of the other varieties in your garden already. And it's nice to have something that can be put in smaller spaces and kind of be pruned up to kind of give you a nice shape to fill out a small area in the garden, man. Awesome looking plant. Very small, slow growing. This one's going to be more on like that Mayday size growth range. Very small, typically 4 to 5 foot in 10 years. I don't know if I've ever seen a Sharps Pygmy that was over 6 foot, even in like 20-year span. So like even a really, really old one still stays very compact, kind of a rounded head to it overall. Looks awesome in the container. And for bonsai people, it gives you a lot of density, so you can play with that a good bit. Yeah, I think this is going to be something that people are going to enjoy. Kind of dipping their toes into pruning is always something nice with some of these little like kind of dwarfs. You can kind of pick and choose which branches, and then the next year you're going to get nice flushes on like areas you kind of focus in on. Hey, with these 2 gallons, you can double dip a chip. These are awesome, guys. Get you a couple of them, play around with them. Absolutely love it. You know, if you're not super into bonsai, just grab you a patio plant or stick this in it. It's going to look amazing. Just make sure the plants you put around it are anything with 2 invasive root systems. Light sedums and things look amazing. This is a great pairing with Rhode Island Red as well. So if you want to put this in the garden with some reds, a containerized plant of this and Rhode Island Red look awesome together. But yeah, super simple tree to be growing, easy, durable, and yeah, love that compact shape. Check it out today, guys. All right, we got the president of the Reticulation Nation here. He's wearing his presidential hat today. We'll let him introduce one of my all-time
favorite classic reticulated maples.
Yeah, as you know, I'm from the South, man, and here, sometimes we need a little bit of peaches and cream, man.
Oh man, I love it. Peaches and cream, the OG form, I think it's the coolest form. The original form of this goes through some peach stages, some cream stages. Absolutely a delight in the garden, guys. It is colorful. I actually like to push the light on this one. Like I have one here in the garden that's well over 20 years old. And what we do is we kind of push the light on early spring. You get more of that separation of pink peach new growth over top of that kind of creamy white yellow color. Just shows out. I think this one rivals any new introduction out there. Put this with Firefly. It's one of those ones that just keeps changing. I absolutely love it. You'll see white peaches often sold as this. This is the correct form of peaches and cream, the original form from Yamina Rare Plant Nursery in Australia. Absolute classic. Stays a little denser than most of the ghosts and a little bit shorter. You know, my 20-year-old plant's right at 10 feet tall right now, so it's not a giant, but man, it shows out in the landscape. Wants to be a little more multi-stemmed, I see. That's typical for that one, but man, color pattern-wise, second to none.
I know, I feel like I'm hitting like the 1,000-yard stare on the camera, but I'm actually just looking at the giant peaches and cream over there. I love talking about this one, man, because like it's right next to like the pathway. And like you were saying, it has like such a great like shape and form for that. But what's kind of happened over time is as like it's been pruned, it's kind of like made this kind of flat kind of wall right next to it. And I love how that flat wall allows for the sun to hit it and you get this full spectrum of color. And we in the reticulation nation, we know that we like to push our reticulated plants in the sun and in the shade. And you know, for best results both at the same time sometimes. And that one is just so beautiful because you'll just have these like splotches of color that just change, and like the gradient of it is just so amazing. It's like, how does that work on like a plant like that? You know?
Oh man, we're here in the late summer, so the new growth has hardened off a little bit more green during this season. Some great golden yellows to oranges in the fall on this. Guys, it is one of my all-time favorite spring interests. This thing is phenomenal. My dad's been growing this tree, my gosh, 40 plus years, and we've been growing it a lot here at MrMaple. Even back when it was Nichols Nursery at the tailgates, this one would sell out quick for us. Always a showstopper. Some great looking 3 gallons here from the Buckholtz farm. Great form, stretched out, nice looking trees, good growth to them, and very dense still. I say stretched out, but like new growth, but nice and dense still going on in these. It's a great time to grab a peaches and cream. See what all the hype's about with this old school cultivar from Australia. I think it's an absolute winner. And for me, it competes with a lot of the new ghosts. It competes with Firefly for my all-time favorite reticulation nation. Now, Firefly is my all-time favorite, but this is right there. I'm telling you, it might be 1B. If that's 1A, this might be 1B because I absolutely love the original peaches and cream.
Yeah, man, super awesome tree. Guys, make sure to check it out today.
All right, guys, you got to get your Crimson Queen of Prince. We got the Scarlet Prince right here, guys. Beautiful upright tree. And I went from the peaches and cream singing that in my head to the big boys. We got a lot of rap songs going on today. Guys, these are some big 3 gallons right now. I'm going to set this one down to show you even beside me here. Excellent size 3 gallons right now. Could be massive sizes. This one is great for keeping that dark maroon color. Nice shape to it. I wouldn't consider it columnar, but it's very narrow with a very rounded head to the tree. So goes into a very distinct form. You can kind of identify this one in the landscape once it's out there because it doesn't put on a ton of branching, but it puts on a nice kind of conical shape overall.
Yeah, I always love whenever we have trees that we kind of know exactly what shape they're going to be going into. It really allows us to kind of plan out the landscape and the garden a lot more, which planning is very important in gardening. Sometimes we go out there, we plant whatever in the garden, and we got to come back in and kind of change things around. But that's also the beauty of it too, man. That's what I just love, the fluidity of gardening though, man. But having a nice tree that you know exactly what it's going to be doing, you know the growth rate, it helps you kind of put stuff in nice spaces and kind of contain and figure out what you're going to put around it. This is going to go look great next to maybe a summer gold or you know, that aureum that we looked at earlier.
How about this one? We've got, you know, the Shishigashira family, the Mikawa family. How about the royal family? You can put all the royalty into one group here together. You got to have you a Crimson Prince. It's a great looking plant. Again, holds that color late into the season. Good grower. Gets out there about a foot of growth a year to around 15 feet, then slows down. And great durability on this one. I've always been very impressed in landscapes. When I go see older ones at Arboretums, they're great color, even late into August and even September timeframe. They're holding that deep maroon very well. Give it a little bit of early morning sun at least for this one to pick up its color. And I think you won't be disappointed. Crimson Prince, absolute winner in the landscape.
Some instant gratification sizes right here too.
All right, guys, next up we got some 3-gallon. Talk about instant gratification. These things are nice. We got some Twombly's Red Sentinel, a very columnar red Japanese maple, and some giant 3 gallons, guys. Columnar red, it's the best columnar red for staying very narrow and some instant gratification. I mean, these are big. They're ready to go out right away. They've already got a good central leader to them. Awesome looking plant.
That's what I love about Japanese maples. I mean, we just talked about Crimson Prince, man. We were talking a more columnar red. And now we still have a columnar red.
We're going more columnar.
Like, dude, I'm like, this is so much drastically different than like Crimson Prince, but they kind of give you a similar feel. Twombly's is like a tree I've been drawn to since I started working here, man. It was, you know, just this crazy looking thing. It's super dense, super small footprint in the garden. And I think I've just, I love like the spring colors. I love the fall color. I hooked one of my old professors up with one of these a little while back. He picked up a big 10-gallon. And I mean, these aren't very far off.
They're not far off now, yeah. Great looking plants, guys. You know, some of the older nurserymen, it has a shortened center node like a witch's broom, and it was certainly found as a mutation on a red. A lot of folks will call this one, especially some of the older nurserymen, I like this, more of a bud sport, because it's not your typical witch's broom shape. Most of your witch's brooms are compact, you know, more of a globe ball type shape. And something like Shayna is going to be a 4x4. Guys, this one tends to get narrow, 10 to 12 feet tall, 4 to 5 feet wide. Easy to maintain this one. Take out any of the lower branches that are getting wide on it. Great shape to it. Grow it in sunlight too. Sunlight will really enhance that overall shape. Holds its color so well late into the season. It's one of the reds you can even put in a little bit more shade and it'll hold its color. It does tend to get a little wider in deep shade though.
Yeah, something I know to kind of really focus in on that habit is kind of trimming out that secondary flush of growth during the summertime. Because what's interesting is like you learn what plants do, and like that first growth, you know, they've been saving that up the whole entire winter time. They know exactly how much energy they're going to put into it. But then that second growth can be a little wilder because they're using what they kind of got throughout the year and pushing it. So trimming out some of that crazy secondary growth can be a really nice way to get a super duper uniform looking tree out there in the garden.
I love it. It fills out. It's amazing. Very easy to grow. I mean, some of our trees here in the landscape get no prune at all. I think Home Depot even steals our photos for that one. It's so good. I need to talk to somebody at Home Depot. Quit stealing our photos, Home Depot. But amazing looking tree and very narrow and tight. We've kind of got a butterfly there between, 2 butterflies with a Twombly's Red Sentinel there in between them. And it kind of shows off that columnar nature being there in the middle. Absolutely love this plant, guys. There's so many useful ways to garden with this one. I've even seen people do a formal English garden and use this kind of as a screen and plant multiples together and let them kind of grow together over time. Just an absolute showstopper. And yeah, I love the shape. If you want some columns in your garden, think about this. It adds vertical interest. It draws the eye up. It makes the entire garden feel bigger, especially if you have a lot of smaller plants. Those columnar plants are going to draw the eye up to the sky, make the whole gardening room much bigger.
Check it out today, guys. Next up, we got a beautiful Acer palmatum, Hanezu hagoromo.
God bless you. I love this one, guys. Tim texted me a whammo baby. He was so excited about this, maybe even a yellow dance involved. This is an awesome hagoromo style tree from Japan. Wants to be more multi-stem. Not as fast growing as Benny hagoromo. They're really fun pairings though, because both have that angel feather style leaf. You know, in the older books, we classified this as Acer sessilifolium styles. So we kind of throw it into a group like Verdus now. We have a sessilifolium grouping of these. I love that leaf. Tim kind of got obsessed with it for a while. We chased down every single cultivar with that hagoromo Koshimino style leaf to it. They're a very delicate looking tree, but they're very durable. In fact, I've grown this one in a good bit of sun. Awesome tree. You can get an absolute golden glow. These have been some heavier shade, but if you're getting this out in a little bit more morning sun, you can get an absolute golden glow to this one. Hanezu hagoromo, sometimes referred to as orange hagoromo as well. You'll see those 2 names are synonymous. Golden orange to a deep orange fall color on that. That's where it gets that orange in there. I think the primary color on this is yellow, but you can get a lot of different shades within that yellow even in early spring.
Yeah, I love this one. I think this one has a nice like fire glow effect that happens on it sometimes whenever it hits the sun hits it. I think you guys should definitely go check out our cultivar highlight we did in Boring, Oregon.
Oh yeah.
Where we talked about Hanezu, hagoromo. I got a little clip in there of Tim dancing, bro. I always like seeing the a little
comes by and sneaks one
yeah,
in.
exactly, a little yellow dance action.
In fact, that tree is planted right now on our bank.
Yeah, exactly.
That one we did the clip of. Again, more multi-stemmed. You know, if you got Benny hagoromo, maybe coming up soon on 10-10, that one stretches out, makes more of a tall tree, is a great pairing with this multi-stemmed yellow. I mean, incredible size, 3 gallons right now. If you've ever wanted to grow this one, man, I mean, these could go into bigger pots right now. This is an excellent size to start on, and some absolute beefy plants. Again, note in your garden, this one wants to be more multi-stemmed. I think that's a real typical characteristic of this, having more rounded canopy.
Yeah.
Typically 5 to 6 feet tall in 10 years. These are already stretched out pretty tall. They're gonna put on more width as you get them in the ground, but one that kind of rounds out to a nice canopy to it and just gives you that glowing effect. You can't go wrong with this next to any reds. I mean, put this next to Fire Glow. He mentioned the Fire Glow effect, but put this next to Fire Glow, it's gonna absolutely glow.
This is one you're gonna love, and your neighbors are not gonna have this one either.
Whammo, baby! All right, guys, I love trees named after classic rock, and this one predates classic rock. This is an introduction by Red Maple Nurseries. Dick Wolf, when he thought back on his day, you know, it was more of that old school, big bopper type music. We got one named Chantilly lace, guys. Now, this is the perfect pink lace leaf for the springtime. You'll often get some yellow undertones going on that pink. It absolutely glows. This makes a phenomenal pair. If you got a lace leaf garden, you got to get you a Chantilly lace. It's one of our most highly sought after pink trees in the spring. Pink and yellow, absolutely glows.
Yeah, I love these, man, whenever they're starting to push like new growth. And you can kind of see some sparse pink throughout the tree right now, kind of giving you a nice little summer flush. But man, whenever these things like light up during the springtime, and I know I'm always talking about the sun hitting the trees, man, but it's like, dude, sometimes you just get the spotlight in the garden, and just seeing this thing almost turn transparent is so cool, dude. Like whenever all the light just starts hitting the leaves, and it kind of gives you this see-through cloud-like effect.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that is just some next level stuff. And it's just like, that's why I love maples, dude. It's like, it's sometimes, you know, you do all this work in your garden, you put in the hard effort that it requires, you know, you're out there watering your trees, you're out there digging up holes. And then sometimes you just get like a little reward like that, where it's like, somebody up there is just shining the light down on your tree, man. And it's like, this is where all your hard work comes out, man. And I think this is a great tree for that, man.
I love seeing this one next to classics like Verdus or even Orangiola. It's really one that shines in the spring garden. We've had this one in heavy shade, so they're a little bit greener in our greenhouse conditions. We do keep them in more shade with the doors open, so it's not really a true greenhouse, more of a cold frame for watering. So they have been in heavier shade. They will get more pink typically this time of the year on new growth. But man, early spring, it's one of the most neon pink trees. I mean, this one comes in that Barbie kind of pink, that obnoxious, crazy pink. If you don't like pink, it might not be the tree for you. But guys, this one screams pink in the early spring, which pairs so fun in the garden. I mean, there's not a lot of things that hit that shade. It almost feels like a blooming azalea out there. It's going to be a cascading type. So this is going to be more of a 5x6 or even a 5x5 low cascading, more of that umbrella style that you're familiar with stuff like a Nabishidari. But this mixes it up big time. I mean, you want to have a dynamic lace leaf garden, get you a Chantilly lace, pair that with a Dr. Brown and a Jello orange. That is next level to me. Shushidari, those are those ones that get me excited. Chantilly lace right there with those because it does something totally different. You're used to the lace leaf format. A lot of people think, hey, a Japanese maple, they think of a lace leaf tree. This one does something a little different.
Yeah, we take it from here up to here, baby.
Turn it up to 11.
Guys, next up, Acer japonicum, aka omote.
I love this plant. The OG blusher. This one gets some interesting red on it. From Japan, aka omote, beautiful tree. Large round leaves to this one. Not the biggest japonicum leaf, kind of right in between. Kind of a large full moon style leaf. Not as big as something like Vitifolium. So it stays a little bit smaller than that. This one comes out almost completely red. I'll tell you another interesting thing about this tree. Much like that Crimson Prince, very conical habit to this. So it stays very narrow in the landscape, especially in the first 10 years. It's very well behaved for its narrow habit to it. Great bright red fall colors. I've often theorized that this one may be a hybrid. You know, we did that podcast. It's an old school podcast here, but it's one of our best interviews ever with Sue Egriff, who talks a lot about breeding. And she theorized that Subboldianum and Pseudosubboldianum can possibly hybridize with Japonicum. We'd have to do some testing on this. Again, that genetic stuff's never a guarantee until you do genetic testing. I've often theorized that this one may have some Subboldianum x Japonicum genes in it, especially for that shape and leaf structure. The next level red on this one can't be understated, guys. Get you one of these in your landscape. You're going to love it.
Yeah, I just love that blush. Something about the Japonicums, man, whenever they first come out and then they just slowly kind of molt their colors away is just so cool. And then seeing that new growth. But then guess what, baby? It's a Japonicum, so the fall color is going to knock your socks off, guys.
Great sizes right now. I mean, these are big. They're ready to go out in the landscape, guys. I mean, I'm a big old ogre of a man anyway, so we can kind of show you what these look like next to me and Corbin here. Big sizes right now. If you're picking this up, you can always order one of these now and have it picked up at open house. So come see us at open house on Labor Day. Again, we're going to be there from 8 to 4. If you got some big beast like this and you don't want to ship it, come pick it up in person. We'd love to see you. These are absolutely stunning, though. We can ship these. These are shippable sizes, so if you're shipping it, no worries there as well. Get this and get ready for fall, because the fall on this is electric and an absolute stunner of a Japonicum. I have to have all the Japonicums. That's a completionist category for me. I mean, I have all the maples anyway, but I have to have all the Japonicums in a collection together. It's just so important to me because they're so unique, they're so different, and they're one of my favorite Acer species.
Yeah, if you think this is big though, man, guess what? We got 10 gallons and larger sizes, guys. We have a ton of 10 gallons. Check those out at the open house, but guess what? You can make an appointment for Thursday to come check out the nursery. We've got some stuff that'll knock your socks off, man. We have a large variety of 10 gallons. They can't be shipped. That's why we got to do them picked up or appointment only at MrMaple.com. But if you're interested in that, make sure to email the office to get that scheduled, guys.
Yeah, we just shop the big stuff there on Thursdays. The whole nursery will be opened up on Labor Day, though, so come see us then, have your full run of the place. Some of that big stuff, though, it's fun to take people around it. Some instant gratification sizes. Again, we can ship these right here to you. They're fittable in a box, so fittable is a word. We will fittable it in a box, guys. Grab you one of these. Come see us at open house and make sure to tell Tim, hey, you appreciate trees. Let him know. Say whammo baby to Tim at open house. He loves that. You know, that's his new catchphrase. Really been catching on since he started it. But let him know at open house, guys. Come up to Tim, say whammo baby. He'll know what's up.
My favorite catchphrase from Tim, man, whammo baby. Guys, thank y'all so much. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, comment your favorite tree you saw today. And remember, take care.
God bless.
And have a great day.
Whammo, baby!